Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Aquarius for August of 2012, and this also applies if you have an Aquarius ascendant. So first thing to let you know is that Mercury is still retrograde until the 8th of the month, and it's retrograde in your 7th house of relationships. So this is a good time for the first week of the month to really be reflecting on your relationships, to be reflecting on your communication in relationships. Do you feel as though you're communicating clearly enough? Are the people in your relationships really listening to you, hearing you or not? Maybe you need to change how you're communicating. Maybe you need to learn better listening skills so that you can have more of a flow in your relationships. So first week is a time for reflection and maybe strategizing. After that, for the rest of the month, then it's a good time to start communicating. Good time, if anything, involving a contract or an agreement or anything involving a partnership arrangement. Then you can start going into it once Mercury's direct. I would not do it while it's retrograde because you'll probably find that you have to repeat the whole process and it'll be frustrating for you. So this month, Venus is doing a lot. Venus rules love and it rules your finances. For the first week of this month, Aquarius, it's in your 5th house, along with Jupiter. So this is a wonderful time for a romance, for enjoying yourself, for doing something that's entertaining, for being entertained or for being entertaining. It's a good time for anything involving humour, comedy, fun, going to the theatre, doing something very creative, something musical, artistic. And of course, it's a wonderful time for starting a business or expanding a new business, for doing something that you really love. After that, Venus moves into your 6th house for the rest of the month. So this is going to be a good time for anything concerning your co-workers, colleagues at work, getting across, feeling as though you're being appreciated, feeling as though they're listening to you, you're being heard. It's also a good time to focus on your physical well-being. Be careful about the sweets and the nice chocolate bars, things like that you might like, because with Venus going through that 6th house, there's often a tendency for a craving of sweet and soothing things for your body. Just make sure that you don't overdo it. For much of the month, we've got a lot of focus, Aquarius, on your relationships. So shining the light on your relationships. Could be a new relationship coming in. We've got a trine in the first week between Uranus and the Sun from your 3rd to your 7th house. So you might meet somebody with whom you have a real connection. It's exciting, interesting ideas coming. You can brainstorm with this person. And you may find that you're really just on a wavelength. It just happened all of a sudden. I also think the first week of the month, Aquarius, you're probably going to feel restless. Can't quite sit still for very long. It'll be calmer after the first week of that month. Now, as I mentioned with these Venus aspects, Venus is making a square to Uranus around the middle of the month. So you may meet somebody quite suddenly, quite unexpectedly, that you're quite attracted to. Not necessarily from a romantic viewpoint, but just somebody who really attracts you. It's exciting. We've also got Venus making a trine to Neptune this month. So you may well feel as though you've met somebody that you really feel a soul connection with. I have to say, be careful. Make sure that you are not somehow that you've not got rose-coloured glasses on and you're seeing the situation well enough. For you, it's between your 2nd house and your 6th house. So it's probably going to be about your finances, Aquarius. It's going to be whether you may have some wonderful ideas financially, but maybe you are not seeing the situation clearly enough. Something may come in that looks wonderful, but it could be a scam. It might not be real. So be very careful anything that you go into, because Aquarius, what I'm seeing with your finances, particularly towards the end of the month, we've got an opposition with the Sun, Neptune, going on. So be careful. Your money looks as though it could be just disappearing on you. Try to keep tabs on it. Try to make sure you're not just spending frivolously, or that people are just asking you for help and you're helping them and not really helping yourself first. We've also got Mars changing sign this month. So for the first 3 weeks of this month, it's in your 9th house. So wonderful time. It's there with Saturn as well. So really good time for studying, for learning, for maybe going on a trip or planning a trip, possibly connected with business or work, but certainly to another country. It's also a good time for putting energy into any kind of spiritual study. Studying astrology, metaphysics, the esoteric, philosophy. Why are we here? What are we doing here? After the 25th of the month, it moves into your 10th house. This is a good time for pushing forward with your career, with your work, what you want to achieve. Now, there could be disagreements in the workplace. Mars, you're not going to be willing to compromise too much. So be careful of that. Be aware of where you're willing to compromise, where you're not, and probably best for those last few days of the month, maybe to work alone, independently, where you've not got somebody hopefully looking over your shoulder, because that could really infuriate you. And the last week of the month, we do have a trine from the Sun to Pluto from your 12th to the 8th house. This could mean some intense encounter, an intense experience, a very intense dream. Also a wonderful time for doing any kind of deep research or investigation, especially if it's into something in the past or anything involving money and finance. Also quite a good time for creating a budget for yourself, for deciding, right, this is what my means are, this is what I'm going to live within these confines, and I won't go beyond that. But certainly a time when you can accomplish a lot. You could get a great deal done behind the scenes, and then once this aspect is finished by next month, the beginning of next month, then you're free, you've done your research, you've done your preparation, and you're good to go. So there you have it, Aquarius. It's going to be a mixed month. It's going to be a lot of focus on your relationships and your finances. So think carefully before you act. Thank you to so many of you who comment, who favourite, who pass these videos around. I really appreciate it. And of course, I'm always delighted to hear from those of you who wish to come for a reading. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.